In this brief demo, I'm going to be showing you how you should and should not be saving your documents on the computers at the school. We're going to be covering local files, your ClassLink account on Launchpad, and the server folder. So the first thing you want to be aware of is if you create a document in Word, for instance, and you want to save it, you would click the file and save or hit the save button. Notice that it's a generic document. When I click on save, it prompts me for where I want to save it. If I just save it in my desktops, or sometimes I could save it on my desktop or documents, it's going to save and put the file out here. Problem is that when I go to another computer, this desktop and documents folder do not follow me as they have done in previous years. In actuality, your files need to be stored up on the server in this folder down here on the dock. So you could manually take this file and drag it down to your folder on the server, and that would copy it there. Notice I say copy because it's still available on my desktop here locally on this computer. That's one way to do it. The other way is to use ClassLink. When you log into ClassLink, you have your cloud desktop, which teachers and staff can change what your cloud desktop looks like, but also you have the My Files tab on the bottom. When you click on the My Files tab, it goes out to the server and gets your files from the server for you to use inside ClassLink. Notice that it has the academic share as well as your home folder. Now the difference on your home folder is when you click on your home folder, you have your documents and desktop folder just like you would have in previous years, but you also have these files out here. Now this is the one we just created, the Word document here, and anything that's outside here can be seen by others, so you want to be careful. You want to store stuff in your folders inside here. Okay? If you want a new folder or a new file or folder, you can click the New button. When you click the New button, you get options for a new folder, so you can create a separate folder, a new document, which is a Word document, a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, or a presentation, which would be a PowerPoint. So if I click New Document here, I will be getting a prompt to name the file already. This is where my difference is that when you normally create a Word document, it just gives you a generic name. Here I'm going to save it first. Now you have 4 different options at the bottom. Save, so it just creates that file for you. Save and open locally, which is what we're going to do. So it'll save that file and open it with Word on this computer. And then there's another one that we'll show you in a minute, save and open Zoho, and then cancel. In other words, I don't want to do this. So I'm going to click Save and Open Locally. It'll create the document for me, open it in Word, and now I can start typing my file. When I'm totally done with my file and I've got everything that I want to put in here, I can click the save icon. I can do File, Save, or I can use the shortcut key, whichever I want. Notice that it says name a file up here. It put the nice underlines in here because spaces are never good on servers. And it's telling me that I saved it. So I can close that document. And now if I click on here, there's my file, name a file. Okay? The other thing I can do is if I don't have Word, in other words, I'm at home, I can still log on to my Launchpad file from home, and I can click on the file here. And when I do, I can say open in Zoho. Now Zoho is a online Word editor, so it's just like Microsoft Word, only it's online. So you don't need to have Word installed. And you can edit it. It has everything that you normally would have, including page layout, and you can insert graphics, links, symbols, all different kinds of things. Again, it has the file save, and it saves. Now there it tells you document saved successfully. So you can see that I did that. Now if I close that screen and I go back to it here and I click open locally again, it's going to get that file and open it. And now I'm back in Word and my file has that addition that I typed in Zoho. So I have both available to me. The other thing that you want to look at is on your home folder, you have an academic share. This is an academic share that you can use. For instance, Mrs. Padula has some files that she's created, and this is how you would access them on a computer in the library, for instance, if she was giving you something. Some of these files are not going to be immediately displayed. You would have to click on them and download them. So just be aware that only Word or basically Office files you can open directly. But you could click there and download a copy of it and it would open there. The other option you have for any of the files, for instance in my home folder, if I'm going to be continuing to work on this file, for instance the one that we created today, this Word document, I have an option under Actions which I can click on here, or I can do a control click on, and I can say Add to Desktop. What that does is it adds it to my cloud desktop. So when I click on that, it's going to add it to my cloud desktop. Notice it says Desktop added, document added to desktop successfully. What that does is it puts it here, and it will come up on here so that you can have it available for you. Okay?